When the bombs fell in Appalachia, everything changed. Our whole world was turned upside down, and ghouls roam free. It was a different place. It was a bad place, but it was still home. Hi, I'm Renee. That's me there. I got jumped by a bunch of ghouls up in Morgantown on a scavenging run for Duchess. I got really sick. I thought maybe just radiation sickness, but this felt a little bit different. This was bad. I couldn't do 2 steps without just blah, blah. It was bad. So I hightailed it down to my friend Duchess. Like, if she's got answers. She's always helped me out from the first time I stepped out of the vault. But from the moment I walked in, this sick, pasty looking, they all were quiet. They barely spoke. Duchess asked me to leave and never to come back. That's it, folks. I am now Ghoul. I did have some people to help me out through the transition. It was rough. It was a lot of sickness, a lot of blackout periods. It was rough. And somebody pointed me toward the place called Point Repose and told me to go there and think. So I went there, and it was completely deserted except for this area that was blocked off, and there was ferals beyond that. And I was like, maybe there's answers here. Maybe I can communicate to them and ask them things. So I looked around, and I found some letters about the last door. And I wasn't sure what that meant. But they were keeping track of all the people going through the last door. A memorial. Why would they keep that? So I investigated further and found out something very troubling. That one day, I too would go feral. I had no clue what I was going to do with this information. I felt sick at my stomach. Well, I always feel sick now. And cold, unless I'm near radiation. It's a little cold. I was still wearing the clothes that I got from the center that helped me transition. And I was just walking around and thinking and being lonely in this place. This awful place of sadness and despair and last chances. And I realized that one day I was going to have to walk through that door. And that day was coming soon. Very soon. I could feel my sanity slipping. I could feel words missing. I could see my eyes just becoming more glassy and fuzzy. My speech became a little bit more garbled from time to time. But I remember what the note said. If you can remember things, and you can still write, and you can still process a thought, you don't have to go through the last door immediately. Luckily, there's plenty of resources. I played chess with myself. I talked to the bot that was there. I roamed around. I tried to even garden a little bit, but the potted plant that I've worked on died. I started sketching out ideas, sketching out things for a new camp, things for what I wanted to do with my life, before I became a scavenge hunter for Duchess. Just things that I dreamed about before the bombs, and things that I still dream about and still want to do. Uh, but it all slipped away. It was slipping and slipping. But as long as I could think about those dreams, I knew I was okay. As long as I could form at least one of those dreams and read that back and make a new sketch of a camp that I wanted to build or places that I wanted to see in Appalachia, that I was okay. That everything was going to be okay. It it is going to be okay, right? I was lonely. And I'm forced to go feral out in the wild to attack people like I was attacked. Or make this choice and go through this door and live with the rest of the ferals in peace, away from people that we wouldn't hurt. And I had time to sleep on it. And I went to bed and I dreamed beautiful dreams about wanting to be a wasteland photographer, about camps that I wanted to build, about all the things that I still wanted to do. I had all these dreams, these pictures, and they would get blurry and they got fuzzier, and those dreams turned into nightmares. And in those nightmares, the people that I was closest to, the people that I helped and relied upon, I started attacking and tearing at them. And it was horrible. And when I woke up the next day, I knew today's the day. Today is the day that I go through the door. And I would not be me anymore. I would not be Renee. I don't know who I'd be, but I wouldn't be Renee anymore. But today's today that I'm going to go through the door. And I'm scared. And I'm other things that I can't remember. But before I forget how to open a locked door, I gotta get through the first part. So I opened the first door, closed it, threw the key over, and felt my mind snap. And I was gone. I was me no longer. There was a shred of me that remembered how to open the door and close it. But once I was inside, I was with my people. I was with I
Well, that's how it could have happened. But what about this?
As if I'm Renee. Screw the last door. Screw this place. I'm sure it was a fine decision for those folks. I got dreams. I want to build those camps. I want to be a photographer. And guess what? Appalachia is now my oyster. It's time to discover the wasteland as a ghoul.